Hey guys, welcome back to PristineZReads. So today I'm reviewing The Peasant's Dream, book number 11 in the Hagenheim series by Melanie Dickerson. So, let me cut the chit chat. Let's just get straight into the video. This is the super spoiler video with like the full in-depth, fully detailed reviews. So if you want no spoilers, please check out my no spoiler video. Let's get started with the summary. So, The Peasant's Dream is a reverse Cinderella retelling, and follows the youngest daughter in the Gerstenberg family, Adela. She's the last of her siblings to be married, but she wants to focus on things like her art and painting. She's being courted by a young man, Lord Barthold, who is a wealthy nobleman's son from Grundlesbach. However, Adela does not really feel connection with him, and she wants to be in love with her future husband. And one day she meets a young poor woodcarver named Frederick when he comes to the castle's healing chamber to look for medicine to heal a sick baby in his village. Frederick has an abusive father, Stengel, and has been mistreated and bullied all his life. And he's had to take care of his mother, Basina, and his two stepsisters, Eulalie and Ursula. The next day, Adela goes to the Hagenheim marketplace dressed like a servant, so nobody knows that she is the Duke's daughter. While she's there, she sees Frederick. He has taken some of his carvings to the marketplace to see if somebody would want to buy them, and then he sees Adela. A priest comes up to him and says that the Bishop of Hagenheim is looking for somebody to carve the new doors at the cathedral, and he thinks that he would be interested in Frederick's work. Sure enough, the bishop is interested and commissions Frederick to carve the doors. So Frederick buys a house in Hagenheim with his new wages to take care of his mother and his two stepsisters. But one day, his father catches up with them, and when Lord Conrad, who's Lord Barthold's advisor, sees Frederick's father and mother, he recognizes them. Plot twist. Turns out Basina did not have a Frederick with Frederick's dad, Stengel, but had him with Lord Barthold's father, Richard, out of wedlock, while he was engaged to be married to somebody else. Dun dun dun. Lord Conrad knows that Frederick could claim Lord Richard's position as the nobleman person of Grundlesbach because he was born before Barthold. So Lord Conrad had sent Basina away, telling her that Lord Richard did not want to keep her around anymore and that she was to never return to Grundlesbach again. Anyways, Adela was riding horses with Lord Barthold when they are attacked by the Iselin brothers. The trio are up to no good, wanting to take Lord Barthold and Adela hostage and demand a hefty ransom for them. And they had wanted Frederick to be in on their plot. They had blackmailed Frederick with the knowledge that Stengel sometimes poached deer from the king's forest, which was illegal. And Frederick had said no to participating in their plan, but the Iselin brothers made him keep his mouth shut. The brothers accuse Frederick of being in on their plot, and Frederick, having no way to prove himself innocent, is thrown in jail, and all four of them are questioned and interrogated by Duke Wilhelm, Adela's father. But Duke Wilhelm releases Frederick under careful watch and continues to hold the Iselin brothers. But Lord Conrad lets Stengel take Frederick and his mother and his stepsisters back to their village forcefully. Lord Conrad blackmails Basina with the knowledge of who Frederick's father was and tells her that they are not to leave their house or they shall be killed. But Stengel falls into a well and dies. Then Lord Conrad makes it look like Frederick was killed by a wolf, setting up like a bloody shirt and a body and everything. We didn't get a super detailed description of that, by the way. And Lord Conrad tries to make Adela lose all hope and marry Lord Barthold instead of marrying Frederick, while Frederick is taken to Grundlesbach and held in prison there. Eventually, a servant escapes and he hurries back to Hagenheim, just in time too, because the Duke and the Duchess are holding a ball for Adela, and Lord Barthold had planned to propose to Adela again, and Frederick knows that he must stop them. Anyways, Basina and Frederick's sisters go to Grundlesbach to ask for help from Lord Richard to search for Frederick, because they didn't know Frederick had already escaped. And when they get there, Basina meets Richard and finds out that he never knew that she was with child. He just thought that she disappeared because Lord Conrad deceived him. Richard says that he still loves her and would marry her, and Basina accepts. Travel to Hagenheim looking for Frederick. When he went to the bishop was like shocked to see that he was still alive and quickly sent Frederick to the ball so that he could stop Lord Barthold from proposing to Adela again, I guess. So he does. At the ball, the truth comes to light, the past wrongs are avenged, and Adela and Frederick are freed to marry each other. The end. That's it for the summary. Next up, morals. First up, worldviews. So Melanie Dickerson is a Christian author, and one of the things that I've always liked about her books is that she continues to weave good Christian elements, themes, and character traits within. I did like the theme of the truth, always prevailing in the end, but I did find that with all the books, it does have a slight Catholic influence, like for example, the whole priests, but I mean, it's medieval Germany, so it's understandable. And I think that it was great for Melanie Dickerson to make sure that like her stories were completely aligned with the time period she was setting them in. Anyways, and there was all like the blackmailing going on. There was quite a lot of that. There's nothing wrong or theologically untrue in the worldviews, and I found no other prominent worldviews displayed here. So yeah, that's it for worldviews. Next up, violence. There's some classic medieval sword fights, but like nothing too gory or super bloody. Of course, Frederick's dad, Stengel, was abusive, and there are some descriptions of like wounds that Frederick and Basina received, but Stengel got his just dessert in the end. Otherwise, that's it. Alright, moving on to foul language. There were no bad words in the book that I found. There are some like minor name calling, super minor, that's it. Next up is romance. So of course this book is in the romance genre, so you can expect that. But again, the romance is like all clean, it's nothing inappropriate. That's what I love about Melanie Dickerson's books, that all her romance is like super clean. And of course, Frederick was conceived out of wedlock, so yeah, but I mean like it was just brought up. It wasn't like we were given the scene or anything. Yeah, that's it for romance. Next up is alcohol. Stengel was drinking on occasion, and that's why he would, like come home drunk and then beat his family. But yeah, that's it for alcohol. Next up is my rating, recommended age level. So I'm gonna rate this one 4 stars. It definitely wasn't my favorite of Melanie Dickerson's books. It was a bit slower paced than some others. Like, I like my books faster paced, like the suspense, action. That's like my cup of tea. But I mean, like, there's some people who do like slower paced books, and if so, this is for you. So yeah. I also didn't see that many parallels to the story of Cinderella in here, because like, it's supposed to be a reverse Cinderella retelling, but I mean, that again, it's like a super minor thing. And I mean, it was a sweet story, and I enjoyed seeing Adela and Frederick's romance play out, but it didn't really get super exciting until the last kind of section. For my age level, I'm going to put it at 12 to 13 plus, because I think it didn't have as much romance as some of the other books in this series did. So I think it's slightly more age appropriate for just like slightly younger audiences, because I usually put the rest of the books in the series at like 13, 14 plus. But parents, please use your own discretion based on your child's maturity and understanding. That's it for my review of the Peasant stream, guys. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already. I have links to this book in the description below, as well as to my written review on Goodreads, which is, however, spoiler-free, though. But, yeah, thanks again for watching. Make sure to check out some of my other videos, like I recently did a giveaway, so be sure to enter that. And, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! They approached the vendors and found the woman with the rolls. "Can I get 2 for you?" he asked Adela. "1 is enough for me."
"Hi there, Frederick. You can get 16 for me. 10 for now, 6 for later."
Frederick asked the woman for 3 rolls.
No. It should be 19 rolls. You forgot about me. I'm more important than you after all. I also have a bigger stomach than you. So, therefore, there should be more to fill up in mine.
She reached into her basket, and Frederick gave her some money, 1 coin. She smiled and thanked him. The roll was warm as Frederick placed it in Adela's hand. They were very near the fountain, so they walked over to it and sat on the low wall, encircling it, while they ate the roll stuffed with sausage.
Deja vu!
Sausage and rolls, as she called out to them. Hot dogs!
Frederick ate 2 in the time it took her to eat 1.
I could eat 10 in the time it takes him to eat 2. I could also eat 12 in the time it takes her to eat 1. Haven't you seen those hot dog eating competitions? They just like shove it in their mouth whole and gulp it down. I see. So I do exactly that except faster. So yeah. See my logic there?